As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, you believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men.
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick, just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her.
Everybody has something to hide. He certainly does.
So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing, or you got the freight train of pain.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have.
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours. Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more.
It sounds like you're having a heart attack. Whatever you said, it couldn't have been that bad. Please relax. Whatever you do, do not tell him you calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship.
It was like that karaoke incident all over.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know.
Here you go, boss.
I know her.
How well do you?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about.
Well enough, Copper. We party.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
What do you think I meant?
What? 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 What?
What do you think I meant? Yeah, pretty much. No, we just fucked. That's all.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Behind the dockworker, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket. Over a period of circa 50, there's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. Someone hid the key in the bush. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open.
Huh?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good.
I'm gonna enjoy.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up. Pushes. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into.
Come on, man. We were just having some.
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
It's worth a try.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort. The darkness before you smells like... Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gore lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic. A little. Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden... Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb. Through the peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb. Places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls. Go, go, Fing.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by a wall-mounted hunting trophy from every... He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board. And although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their death. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaked. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but you're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever. If you can't even see it, the last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing. You see a heavy steel. The key fits the dark. Over there, in the corner, not just lit. A phrase almost... Cornelius, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. It takes a while. Go.
I feel sorry for
Your game. Suddenly, maneuvering a tiny... The words...
Congrats.
There's so much. This, you're down to... You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you... How? If you... Over there, not just lit, afraid. Cornelius, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are red. It takes a while. Go.
I feel sorry for you.
You're suddenly maneuvering a tiny... The word...
Congratulations.
There's so much. This... You're down to your... You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you... With automation like precision, you keep the final goat ball in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli. Gordy ball is lit. A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the high score. Announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing. You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a... Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive. The machine needs a good service before anyone else. Yes. Good times.
Once again, the machine... All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and play. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the...
Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era. On the Muindi Isola.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine...
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now. It's strange that he doesn't like pinball.
Us? C'est all...
All these mesmerized feels like it might jump back to life.
You can't.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. It's strange. All these mesmer feels like it might jump.
You can't.
What a dumb name. Royalist is Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations. Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball police. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill, and it is lame. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. End of story. That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball. It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now we really need to continue our sweep.
This small elevator smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the maintenance card under the control panel. The elevator stands open, inviting you to step inside.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous. No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution. Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
There are large rectangular buttons. Monter, descend. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
Officer, what was that? Yes. Yes. The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Understood. It is. This would have been good to know before. It should have. Anything else? What you're saying is, you raped her?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else? Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. We'll be all right, Lieutenant.
You feel fortified by his assurance. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a... So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became
A creek.
downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with...
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of...
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, the Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large. It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may
large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
Between that and that. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me, or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor. The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask class here.
Folded M dimension, a reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes the lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod. Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols make 2 satisfying snaps. That's not actually true. She's looking toward the yard and doesn't notice them, which is probably for...
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and...
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. I know. That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the fabled cop of the apocalypse. What happened, man? The end was supposed to be mere seconds away. Why we're still here? Oh, well, you know, I'm sad to
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? A martial art, sir.
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
or an admirer.
Admires? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Quick, say something professional.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me? Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it...
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local... I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there? Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window. Tall.
Why not? I'll be here until... I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder Clausier Amandu.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds... Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an...
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates.
A bad memory, officer. Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminum.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there. I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national...
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves.
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's just a phase the Revacholian hero goes through. Before they plunge into full-core humanity and world-saving. Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondu.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wondering that I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
It's also why I hid it.
Why else?
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't the kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry, this has nothing to do with your investigation. I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect.
Didn't she say you would have to interrogate her before? And that she didn't do it? What was up with that?
Well, well. It seems I either underestimated you or overestimated your hangover. If I didn't know better, I'd say you feigned that fuck having lied to get me to say something stupid.
The lieutenant gives you a little look. It's good we discussed your history with her, he thinks. I can play along.
Cool. You told us about the investigation Friday night, downstairs, at a table full of local kids and dock workers. Anyway, I thought it would be funny to say I didn't do it, because I knew about your investigation. Does that make me a suspect? I really must stop saying stupid things. Phew. Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression.
The record. I was just thinking, what a nice day for... Yeah? All right. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you by sexually assaulted? You mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more,
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. We partied. A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes... I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn at.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here.
And his role in the strike was?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't know.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're...
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been? Oh yes. I've had a great view. From the roof.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I hadn't...
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. like he is now. I can't talk about it. I don't know.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had...
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he...
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that.
Cowering? I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, you know... I was just thinking, what a night.
She looks back.
I was just thinking, what a nice day.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops, you believe it. There's no way of knowing. At the all bullshit, man. Especially that guy. No fucking way, man. I just wanted, really? Quick. Glory. Truth. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. How it always does. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it? Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truth. That is correct. And a little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair, but when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It's spark. You can't draw a sound conclusion. She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was... What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
This window is... This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly. It's been used but not for scrubbing blood off towels. Or it's clean of chemical odors too. Just some dried toothpaste on the handle. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush. Nothing of note. This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. Nothing of note. This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus nothing of note. This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. And your chest swells with pride. Look, it's made right here in Revachol by San Baptiste. A proud Revacholian pharmaceutical company with great traditions. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy. You dropped it, smack dab in the middle of the floor. Wow, that's unbelievably orange. And the lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the Preptide bottle sounds. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes.
I was just thinking, what a night.